Hi there, everyone. Keith Schweigert here from lanksports.com with your 2-minute drill for Friday night's LL League Section 2 clash between Manheim Central and Ephrata. It's set to kick off Friday at 7 p.m. in Manheim. The Barons come into this game on a big roll. They're 5-0 overall, 2-0 in section play. And even though I'm sure nobody's going to admit it, they have to be gearing up for next week's clash with Conestoga Valley. That's a bitter rivalry game. It's always a feisty one, but this year it should be extra special because CV is currently tied with Central for first place in Section 2. And let's face it, Ephrata is a pretty easy team to overlook if you're Central. Mountaineers are 0-5 in the season. Their losing streak dating back to last year is at 15 games, and they're really struggling on both sides of the ball. The best thing you can say about them is they've only really been blown out once. That was in a 35-7 loss to Lancaster Catholic back in Week 2. Other than that, they've kept games competitive, but they just haven't found a way to win. Like I said, they're struggling on both sides of the ball, especially on offense. They average just 78 yards per game on the ground and just 69 through the air. It's not much better on defense. They allow 316 yards and 23 points per game. So as I said, they're really struggling. Central, on the other hand, they've been rolling on both sides of the ball. They average 392 yards and 38 points per game. They're almost equally dangerous when it comes to rushing the ball versus passing the ball. Their quarterback, Justin Gorman, has completed 68 of 109 passes on the season, 870 yards, 6 touchdowns. His top target, of course, is Penn State-bound tight end Dakota Royer. He has 269 yards on 11 catches. He also has a touchdown. But there are also two good wideouts on Central's side. They have Dan Trafford and Derek Hart. They're both pretty dangerous. So there's a lot of targets for Gorman to pick from here. And of course, when they run the ball, Joe Gruber's the top rusher. He has 507 yards and 8 touchdowns on 66 carries. So at the halfway point of the season, he's on pace to get 1,000 yards. Defensively, Central allows just 10.6 points per game, and they have 2 shutouts. Nothing about those numbers screams out possible upset to me. Of course, you can't overlook anybody, and with CB looming ahead next week, it would be easy for the Barons to overlook this one a little bit. But if they take care of business the way they can, I know they can, I think the Barons come out of this one pretty easily with the win. We'll see how it turns out on Friday night.